Hi everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I'm diving into something that will instantly improve the way you communicate, especially during those tough conversations. Have you ever caught yourself saying in the middle of a heated conversation, "You always do this," or "You never listen"? Yep, totally been there, and let's be real, it just makes things worse. Today I'm going to break down exactly why that happens and what to do instead. I want to talk about 4 words that you should avoid if you want to keep your conversation calm and productive. These words are sneaky little conversation killers, but I got you back with some easy ways to avoid them. Can you guess what they are? If you guessed always, never, everyone, and no one, you are correct. If you're new here, I'm Ruth Abraham. I'm an accredited certified coach with the International Coaching Federation. After 10 years of being a stay-home mom, divorcing a narcissist, losing both parents within 4 days, and being laid off from a 9-to-5 job, I decided to follow my calling of being a coach. Working through my own low self-esteem, doubt, self-confidence, and realizing my resiliency, I want to coach others to find their voice so they can show up authentically and have better relationships with themselves and others and walk through their life with confidence. So before we get started, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell icon and stay updated for all my future videos. And please introduce yourself in the comments below. I love connecting with others and I want to hear your experiences related to my videos. So here's how today's video will go. First, we'll talk about why using words like always and never causes such a mess during tough conversations. Then I'll give you some practical tips to avoid these words and help you listen more effectively. So by the end, you'll have simple tools to handle those difficult conversations without making things worse. Sound good? So what's the problem with using always, never, everyone, and no one? Let's be honest. When you say always or never, you're not being fair and it sounds a bit dramatic. These words make the other person feel like they're being attacked or blamed for something they probably don't even realize they're doing. And that's when defensiveness kicks in. And when you use everyone and no one, it's like you're making them think the whole world is against them. It makes them feel isolated, which is not what we want when we are trying to solve a problem. Being judged by another person or ourselves is hurtful and can leave deep wounds. That is why I created a step-by-step guide for people to follow to stop their judgment. So after watching this video, please click below to download my free guide. So how can you prevent using these 4 words? 1. Catch yourself before you speak. Before you blurt out, "You always ignore me." Take a breath and ask yourself, is this really true? Is there factual evidence to this? In the moment, your brain may think it is, but it's most likely not true. Instead, say something like, "Lately, I've been feeling unheard in our conversations." Boom, you're sharing your feelings without throwing in the always grenade. 2, replace absolutes with specifics. Instead of saying, "Everyone thinks you're wrong," how about saying, "A few people have mentioned some concerns." See how that can shift conversation from blame to a more open conversation? You're keeping it specific and grounded in reality. 3, use I statements. This is one of my favorites. Rather than saying, "No one cares about what I think," try, "I'm feeling overlooked and it would mean a lot to me if we could talk about this." You're not blaming anyone with your thoughts. Instead, you're just expressing how you feel, not what you think, which opens up space for real understanding. 4, ask yourself what you want to achieve. This is a game changer. Ask yourself, is my purpose of this conversation to be right or do I want to be heard? Often we get caught up in the wanting to win an argument, but what we really need is to be understood. Focusing on that can really totally change the direction of the conversation. So now let's talk about listening for a second. One of the biggest mistakes we make in listening is that we jump in to make our own point. We're not really hearing the other person, and that's where things can definitely go sideways. Try this instead. When someone is talking, really listen. Then reflect back what you heard. You can say something like, "What I'm hearing is that you feel disconnected. This helps them feel understood, and trust me, it's a game changer in tough conversations. When people communicate, they want to be seen, they want to be heard, and they want to be understood. So next time you're in a conversation, drop the always, never, everyone, and no one. Instead, be specific. Use I statements and really listen to understand, not just to respond. These simple shifts can make a huge difference in how you communicate, especially during difficult conversations. Have you noticed how these words have affected your conversations? I would love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this. Also, if you want to learn how to let go of your judgment of others, watch this next video. And don't forget to download my free step-by-step guide to start letting go of judgment below. Thank you so much for watching and for being here today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for all my upcoming videos. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.